Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Jay-Z. I know I've been missing for a while. There's been a lot of backroom stuff that's been going on, but glad the season started back up. I'm glad I could talk about this beautiful game that I love so much again. And let's get straight to it. So the first week of the Premier League passed, and Man City did what I thought they would do, and Haaland did what I thought he would do, starting off great. And I think Man City is the team that we should start with for this week. So this week they actually went up against Bournemouth. I don't think anyone expected like City to lose or anything. I think it was more of a game to see how well they're able to play their style of play, how well they can execute these strategies, how well the players are feeling in their new roles, their new freedoms, their new positions. I know I saw De Bruyne like all over the field. He had a great game, definitely the MVP of the match. The game actually starts off with a great pass, a great connection between him and Haaland. Haaland lays it off to Gundogan. Very great pass from Haaland. Haaland actually falls down, still able to get the pass off. Gundogan scores it. Great goal. And then De Bruyne again comes in from the right-hand side. He looks to take on his opponent one-on-one, and he takes an outside the foot shot, bottom left-hand corner. Overall, it was looking good. I was hoping to see Haaland get in more of the game, but it was definitely De Bruyne's game today. Beautiful pass laid into Foden. Foden gets his goal as well. I want to see how Foden does this year. I think he's going to be more prominent. I mean, I guess you could say he was already a pretty important player for the team, but this year specifically, I do think that he's going to be a more important player for Pep Guardiola. And then I believe the last goal was by Cancelo. I mean, I think he caused the goal. I honestly can't remember, but Cancelo's been playing like a beast. It's pretty interesting seeing him wear that number 7, but I think we all know he's a baller. I think when he first joined Man City, everyone realized that they had a great player on him, and they got a steal from Juve. So great performance by them. Brilliant game by Man City. I was hoping to see more goals from Haaland, but he got an assist, so he's still involved in key parts of the game, and we'll see what they do. Now, from one Manchester team to another, we have to talk about Man United. And I honestly have no idea what to say, because at this point, okay, we could point at the flaws, right? People point to Maguire, for example, right? He's the easiest target, center back, very important position, very little room for error. It's a very harsh position to play. And apart from that, he's captain, so there's actual pressure on him to lead the team as well, right? But man, this game, oh my, I can't even, what do I say for this game? Anyone who saw this game I think at this point just gave up on Man United. There's no saving this team, honestly. I swear this team's cursed, dude. So first things first, De Gea, horrible game. I think Ronaldo loses the ball, and they just quickly lay it off and take a shot, and it goes to his near post, and he kind of lets it just slip through, and I'm thinking, oh man, it's going to be a rough game today. It's going to be one of those days, but I don't think I could have expected what happened next. So another mistake. They had plays, I believe it was Eriksen who dropped in to receive it. He's got, I believe, either Maguire outright and Luke Shaw on the left-hand side. I don't know the players, but he had 2 options. He had 3 options they had in front of him. So he plays it through the middle. And I believe it's Eriksen who tries to play it first touch out wide to, I think it was Maguire. Completely just loses the ball, just messes up, and the Brentford player ends up getting the ball. Man United try to regroup, but the guy fakes a shot, easy goal, wide open net. De Gea knows he messed up, but it was bad. It was really bad. And then a corner comes in. They signed this new defender, Martinez. The ball went from one side of the goalpost to the other, and Martinez is there guarding one guy, just one guy. Martinez doesn't even jump for the ball. He doesn't even jump. He just falls, and the other guy just taps it in for an easy header. And at that point, it's what's the objective? What are you guys gonna win? Where are you guys gonna place in the league with this type of mentality and playing style? It's really bad, man. It's really bad. And to top it all off, this all happened in the first half. Like, what? Like, dog, this ain't Sunday League, man. Like, you guys are professional players, and you're Man United. Like, you're not just on a regular team. You're not on the relegation battling team. Like, you're Manchester United. You know, like, do these players not have that like sense of responsibility for that team? Like, I honestly don't know what to say, because it's embarrassing, man. It's bad. It's so bad. Okay, and enough of that. I want to talk about another game in the Premier League. Probably the biggest game, I would say. Chelsea and Tottenham going at it. Chelsea, great team. Like, their team just looks like solid, you know, solid. Like, when they got Koulibaly, man. Oh, dude, out of all the teams that could have got Koulibaly throughout his career, why Chelsea, man? Like, why, dude? But you know what? Him and Thiago Silva as center back as a pairing, that sounds dope. So I'm hoping to see what they do. And Koulibaly scores a great goal, a volley, perfectly measured from a corner kick, and he gets it, and he gets his first goal as a Chelsea player. Tottenham find their way back in it through a kind of weird mess of a play, but it ends up going in regardless. I think I'm gonna butcher his name, but I think it's like Højbjerg or something like that. He gets a shot off right outside the edge of the box. It goes in, and you know, this is a type of game where you expect a little bit back and forth. So it's about how these teams respond, you know, especially with managers like Conte and Tuchel. Like, these coaches are going to demand something from you besides just playing your normal position. You know, you need to give a little bit more effort. And that's what they did, because the goal from Chelsea to give them the lead later on to make it 2-1 comes from James. It was a great high press by Chelsea. They see James open on the right-hand side. He gets the ball and scores it. I wouldn't say an easy goal, but scores a great goal inside the box. Chelsea are up, and it's getting to the end of the game, and I'm thinking, nah, dude, it's not going to end like this, because Tottenham has the quality. They have the players. I know they have the mentality, because they're being demanded that mentality. And as soon as there was like a corner, I saw one of the new signings for Chelsea named I forgot, I think it's Cucurella, and I saw him, I think he was marking Richarlison or Kane or something, and I knew, I'm like, he is not paying attention. He's not marking his guy, and wouldn't you know it, they scored. And it wasn't actually Richarlison that scored, it was Kane, but they were like right next to each other, and if Kane didn't get to it, Richarlison was going to get to it, and it just made it clear, like, any little mistake, it's going to lead to a goal. And Cucurella just clearly not paying attention, not really focused, and that he could have potentially, if not, you know, cleared the ball, could have made it difficult for the opponent to header it in. But regardless, that's how it ends. There's a little bit of a commotion right after the game, because I'm not really exactly too sure why. I know that Tuchel did celebrate a little excessively, kind of close to the Tottenham bench, but then Conte kind of returned it once they were back in it. But at the end, it was very weird, because Tuchel gave him a handshake and they kind of yanked him in, and Conte was like, what the, like, Conte was like leaving, you know, and he just got yanked back in. And a little commotion came in there. Azpilicueta came in and talked to Conte, and you know, it ended at that. But that was you know, it's pretty intense. You know, the league's still getting going, so it's cool to see a little bit of intensity right off the bat. So that's all I'm going to talk about for the Premier League, guys. Really quickly, I want to talk about the Spanish league. So Barcelona somehow signed everyone, despite being like $1 billion in debt, right? And I guess everyone just is kind of cool with it, and it's all good, you know, just let him sign everybody, I guess. But it clearly seems like it's not really for anything, because they ended up tying 0-0 against Rayo Vallecano. And if I recall correctly, I think Rayo Vallecano has gotten better over the years, but I mean, when you look at the lineup of Barcelona, like, it's a joke. Like, what do you, how do you, it's one thing to tie, it's one thing to lose, you know, it could happen. I get it, you know, one mistake here and there, it can happen, man. But with the attacking threat that Barcelona has, the quality of their players, like their style of play, everything is in favor of Barcelona, and they just couldn't even score, you know. So Not the best start for Barcelona this season, but they usually find a way to pick it back up. So I wouldn't doubt it if this is just a hiccup, but it's not a good way to start the season. It gives everyone the wrong vibes in the dressing room, and it's not good for the morale of the team to start off with a tie at home, 0-0 especially. So, but I guess it could have been worse. Could have been a loss, regardless, and not a good look for Barca. But I'm sure they'll pick it up later on. Now onto the champions of Spain. They were greeted by Almeida, and it was actually pretty good game. I believe Almeida scored first, which I think shocked a lot of people. There's errors can happen. It was weird seeing, I think Nacho started in the back, so I could see Ancelotti's been rotating some players, trying to give him game time, get him into rhythm for the games that are coming up. Besides that, Vasquez comes in later on, gets a little bit lucky with a rebound that Benzema was trying to control the ball inside the box. He gets it knocked away from him, and Lucas Vasquez is there for the tap in. Later on, Alaba comes in. He's fresh, right off the bench, goes straight ahead to take a free kick right outside the box, probably around the half moon, and just buries it. Perfect free kick, gives Real Madrid the lead, and then that's how the game finishes, 2-1. Real Madrid off to a great start. I think that victory in the Super Cup really helped them prepare mentally, physically, and just be a little bit comfortable, ready to get things going in La Liga. So great game by Real Madrid. Great to see them win. Benzi balled out, so I'm glad for him. I still need to see more of the new signings. Still want to see more of Chouameni. I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure I messed that up. I want to see more of him. Definitely excited to see what he brings. And then really quickly, guys, just want to go over to France. We had PSG going up against Montpellier. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not sure, honestly. But right off the bat, PSG get a penalty. Mbappe steps up, showing that he plans to be the guy for this season, and he misses it. So I don't know what to think of that. I'm not gonna say anything, but it does seem like Mbappe is gonna lose his penalty privileges because, I mean, come on, man, you can't be missing penalties like that. He did cause Montpellier to score an own goal later on. He kind of took like a low cross shot type of shot or pass or whatever, and it just bounced off the defender, went in. But after that, it was just all PSG. Neymar had a great game, absolutely dominating, looked like the best player on the field. Messi with his perfect passing, doing great, amazing as well. Renato Sanchez even came in and scored a goal, so it was great to see that. Another penalty later on in the match, Neymar ends up taking that, so I'm not sure what to make of that. Mbappe gets another goal off of like a weird cross rebound, or I don't know if it hit anyone, but it's like a weird tap in that he does. And from that, it was a little weird because, how can I say it? I don't know if he's that like extroverted. I don't know if he's like kind of shy or something, because he just kind of looks like he doesn't mess with anyone on that team. Like, I think maybe Hakimi is like the one guy he's kind of like cool with. But besides that, I'm not sure. It looked very weird. He had like an interaction with Sergio Ramos that after he scored, Ramos kind of like pulled him in for like a hug and to tell him something. But Mbappe kept like ducking down, like not really making eye contact and kind of wanting to get out of the situation. So I don't know, make of that whatever you will. So, but yeah, guys, anyways, that's all for me today. Glad to be back, glad to see more football again. And thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys next week on the next Football Roundup.